I'm a sales professional. I sell watches for a living. I am an entrepreneur. I have a watch business. Why do you make me dress up like Ron Jeremy? To be fair, I like riding. What can I say? You know what? I could actually get used to this a wee bit, you know. Today, I'm reacting to country music artists' watch collections. Before we get into the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon now. This video is sponsored by Surfshark, but more on that later. Let's get stuck in!
I thought after Luke Combs, maybe, you might have given country a chance.
When is this video going live?
Just before Luke Combs.
Luke Combs! We're gonna do a collection video with Luke Combs. I am extremely excited. You guys made that happen! I think he got thousands of DMs just torturing him. Hardy! Never heard of the guy.
I don't think you'll know anyone here.
No? I have never really listened to country music.
This is another video for me.
Sake. Hardy! Yeah, I don't know who I'm reacting to because I do not have a clue who Hardy is. So, is it the left, the middle, or the right one?
Hardy's the left.
He looks like a cool dude, to be fair.
Do you not know Young Gravy in the middle?
Young Gravy. What is old gravy? Is that like the sweet juice of a granny or what?
That's the clothes shop in America, isn't it?
What? Old gravy. Oh, is that old? Oh, it's so funny. I'd rather have the sweet juice of a granny. Yeah, it is fantastic. The older they are, the sweeter the juice.
Then the other guy's Theo Vaughn.
I know the name Theo Vaughn. I've seen some clips on TikTok.
We just had a guy come in here and drop the N-word, man. We cannot be laughing about this shit right now.
Oh, I don't think that shit's funny at all. What I do is if I really need to get it out, I write it down.
What the fuck?
You know.
What?
Is he mates with Andrew Schultz?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that's how I know him. But I wouldn't recognize him from this picture, to be honest. But he looks like a cool dude. They all look like dudes you want to hang out with for a good night. Hardy looks like he's wearing a Rolex Explorer 2. The white dial, the Polar Explorer 2. Just a wee bit of a history about the Rolex Explorer because there's a lot of misconceptions about this watch. Let me set the record straight here right now. In 1953, Rolex sponsored, by the way, not just in 1953, the many years prior to that, they supported and they sponsored the climb to the summit of the Mount Everest. Do you call it summit? Yes. And in 1953, Edmund Hillary made it while wearing a Rolex. Now, I think his colleague at the time was wearing a different watch. This wasn't a Rolex Explorer, may I add, that Hillary was wearing. It was a watch that was a prototype, didn't say Explorer on it. Later, that watch was named the Rolex Explorer, and that's where the name is coming from. But it wasn't the Rolex Explorer 2, because that was introduced in 1971 with reference number 1655. Also known for also a reason I have no idea about, the Steve McQueen Explorer 2. But I have never seen Steve McQueen wearing that watch. To be fair, Rolex is the founder of influencer marketing in 1926 with Mercedes Glides and the first ever waterproof wristwatch. She swam the English Canal with a watch around her neck, and that was deemed to be the first ever waterproof automatic wristwatch in the world, which is cool.
Wristwatch?
Yeah, no, she was...
Like Rihanna?
Yeah, yes. Let's forget about the stories because we can't point out what is really true. That is a cracker of a watch. I think this is going to be the 216,570 or the 226,570. It's either one of them, and that means that the price can vary from about $10,000, $11,000 upwards to $14,000 or $15,000. A watch that actually features a GMT function like a Rolex GMT, and I would consider that the most usable and best complication of a wristwatch ever created. If these guys and Hardy and Vaughn and Juicy, what is his name again? Gravy is watching this. How the f can they ever take me serious looking like this? I look like a clown. Can I take this off, please?
You take the hat off.
Mate, I'm looking like a clown.
Keep that.
No.
Good.
Off! I'm a serious watch guy, watch collector. That's Hardy again.
Yeah.
This time grabbing his dick, but let me see what watch he's wearing. I just need to zoom in, not to look at his dick. I need to look at his watch. It's really hard to see. This is annoying. Who's the guy on the left? He looks like the guy from Backstreet Boys.
He's Morgan Wallen.
Who?
Morgan Wallen.
He's a singer.
He's probably the most popular country singer at the minute.
I'm gonna go and listen to some country music before we meet Luke Combs.
That's a good idea, to be fair.
Yeah. Like, hey, have you listened to my music? No. Like, that would be rude, mate. That would be, and maybe I get into it, and maybe I get all swanky, and I know every song in 5 minutes. The Rolex Milgauss, however, does have a really cool story, which is factually correct, and it's no bullshit. around it. It's also not an influencer story, and I think that is a very vital part of this story. The watch was actually built for people that were working around magnetic fields. Introduced in 1956, and I believe that was reference number 6451. An incredibly cool watch, and today, if you find a really good version of a 6451, it will cost you 6 figures. It was not that long in production. In the early 60s, they replaced that model with 1019, which is still also a very valuable Milgauss. The Milgauss was resistant for 1,000 Gauss, which is a form of measurement of magnetic fields. The Milgauss was properly used as a tool watch. If this is the Black Dial Milgauss, this watch is worth between $8,000 and $11,000, of course, depending on the year and depending on the condition. I'm just interrupting this video for a very important message. I'm currently in Italy hunting down an incredibly rare watch. Look at that, I'm in Milan. I just want to quickly introduce you to Surfshark. Surfshark is a virtual private network. I can literally travel all over the world with one click using Surfshark. If I, for example, want to see American Netflix, I can just use Surfshark, change my location to America, and bam! I have American Netflix. Look at that, I'm currently in Italy. The top 10 TV programs in the US today. This is incredibly handy. It's all fun and games. But now the serious part is, if I connect to a public network, I do not know who has access to my information. I don't want people to know what I search for. I don't want people to break into my computer and steal my data. So I use Surfshark to cover all my tracks because I do not want anyone to know what I search for at night. Surfshark encrypts all your data and it literally makes your identity invisible. Get Surfshark now and you can try it risk-free. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee while using the first link in the description. Jordan Davis.
Hey guys, I'm Jordan Davis. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I'm going to take y'all through the things that I must have.
My mother, my dear sweet mother, taught me from when I was a little kid, if I put shoes on the table, it will give me a lot of bad luck. Genuinely, there's shoes on the table there, and it really gives me mad anxiety.
My other must-have on stage
Is that the Ultraman?
Is my Speedmaster. This was a gift from Old Dominion, a band that I toured with. The best thing about it is I never have to worry.
It's not an Ultraman.
Worry about it dying. It's manual. You know, we play a lot of different shows. Some of them 35 minutes, some of them an hour, some of them an hour and 15 minutes. I trust this guy a lot. You know, a lot of dark rooms.
Ooh, I like the dark room sound.
The face glows, so I always know what time it is. I'll set it at 12 o'clock. If I know that I've got an hour and 15 minutes, super easy to check down at any point in the show, see how long I got, see if I gotta cut the set short or add to it. So that's why my Speedmaster comes in great hands.
So that's class. He's actually using it as a tool. I love that. Lovely watch. Love it. Great. I'm not going to tell you the story about the Speedmaster and the moon. I'm just not. Everyone knows. Actually, the secondary price of that watch is increasing. There's 2 variations of that watch. One with the plexiglass, one with the sapphire sandwich. So the sapphire on both sides. Watch is worth between $5,000 and $6,000. Cracker. Jordan Aldean.
Jason Aldean.
Oh, sorry. Jason Aldean. Let her have it. What a name. It's like I'm reacting to complete unknown people to me. God damn motherfuckers! Love it. Love it. He has navy tattooed on his thing. He clearly loves the color navy. He wears a navy jersey with the God there G-Shock, indestructible, man-beating, woman-nizer watch. Actually, I was watching, you know what I was doing, right? If I said woman beater, someone would clip it. God there G-Shock, indestructible, woman-beating watch. I know what you were doing there, you sneaky cracker of a watch. The value of this watch, priceless, mate. Morgan Wallen. We're going to the Wallen. For my Dutch friends, you know what that means. Just leave that in because Dutch people know that. The Wallen is the district in Amsterdam that is commonly known in the English language as the red light district. There you go. Lovely date the whore. Fuck me, that is the daddy. That is daddy shit. Love it. Yellow gold, this is the 228238. This is the normal, not the baguette cut. This is the normal black dial date. Daddy, love it. Yellow gold, javvy as f***, but who gives a shit? It is in your face. Look at me, I have money. It's just good. That is the great flex, right? It's good for robbers as well because they recognize the bracelet instantly. It's good for them as well, but it's also good for not robbers and that know Rolex because it's such a recognizable bracelet. It's insane. I love that watch. That is a belter. Watch is worth between $35,000 and $40,000 depending on condition and year. Well done. Oh, that's him again. Daytona, white gold, blue dial. No, two-tone, black dial. Yes. 116503. Hard to see. Take the wig off. off.
You look like a new man now.
Exactly. I'm a serious watch guy. These guys need to not look at me like a clown, because they're gonna watch, they're gonna see this. I'm a serious guy, yeah? 116503, two-tone Rolex Daytona, love that watch. My first ever Daytona was the 116503 in white dial. Worth today realistically between $18,000 and $23,000. He looks like a cool dude, mate. All these guys look cool, and you made me look like a clown. Like, what the is up with that? Oh, me, Richard Mille. Holy mother of God, can't see which one it is, but Mr. Wallen is wearing the serious big guns. Kinda looks like a Richard Mille RM65, but it's not. This is the first variation of the two different split-second chronographs. It was a 004 and a 008. The 008 is V2, as we call that. Split-second chronograph, first introduced in 2005. But let me tell you, that watch is worth between $250,000 and $300,000 for sure.
You can tell he's the daddy.
You can tell he's the daddy. He's wearing the daddy shit, the Richard Mille shit, the daddy of the daddy. Very, very impressed with the American country singers. What a great watches I see. I would love to see a bit more vintage, but I'm pretty sure I will educate everyone using my intensely amazing platform I have here today. So stay tuned. I'm doing a video with Luke Combs in Belfast, Northern Ireland. We're gonna put Belfast on the map together with Luke Combs and some watches.